r/ask Reddit. What's the most infuriating first world problem? Having a refrigerator full of food but not wanting any of it to eat. So you grab the $500 smartphone and place a $20 order for pizza, soda, and wings. The pizza arrives and you tip the pizza guy a few bucks but only do it out of courtesy. You then proceed to sit down and flip through hundreds of channels that you pay for and deem nothing watchable. So you power on your expensive gaming device, load up Twitch and watch people play a game you already own. Slice after slice until the pizza that could feed a family of 4, you don't even eat the crust, you just throw it away. You aren't even watching the TV. You're on your phone on Reddit talking about the worst first world problems. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Best laugh today. When you're going through self-serve at the supermarket and you take your groceries off weight thing too early so it thinks you're stealing. Then it stops and says wait for assistance, so you have to awkwardly wave over the attendant. It can go like this sometimes. Machine. Place item in bagging area. Me. Places item machine. Unexpected item in bagging area. Edit. Thanks for my first gold, kind stranger. Or, place the item in the bagging area. Places small light item in the bagging area. Place the item in the bagging area. Rearranges small light item hoping it'll register. Place the item in the bagging area. Click skip bagging. Out of frustration, the attendant has been notified to assist you. Getting pissed at my phone for hanging on to the one last bar of Wi-Fi when I can switch over to data, please. If you're commenting about the Android settings to fix this, please refrain from doing so. This is my new first world problem now. This is great because it's fixable but still annoying. It always happens as I'm leaving the house and loading Google Maps. Yes, I can then go into settings, turn off the Wi-Fi, etc, but I usually just drive away until I'm out of range. Edit. Me culpa. Yes, I know the fix is easy, but the hard part is getting the message from Verizon 4 days later that I am at 90% of my data usage and wondering what the hell is going on. I've barely left the house, damn it, I forgot to turn my Wi-Fi back on. I just went down a YouTube rabbit hole last night trying to sleep with perfectly good Wi-Fi bouncing off my head. I am an idiot. Is this why my voice commands don't seem to work on the first try on my Android Auto? It says it doesn't have internet connection. Clamshell plastic packaging. And it's around a knife that you bought to make it easier to open said packaging. My theory is they do this on purpose so you have to do it the crappy way one last time so you can fully appreciate what you are opening. When automatic sinks don't sense your hand at the right time and you're just fisting the air with a handful of soap. All of these are funny first world problems, but this is the correct answer cause it's the most infuriating. Every time this happens I can feel the robots slowly killing us. That's when the automatic soap dispenser actually works. Being bored on the internet. Get bored on Reddit. Close tab. Open Reddit in new tab. Seeing 6 tabs which is 5/6 are same profile. Me edit. Clarification. When you hit the restart button instead of shut down. Honestly, why isn't there a oh crap, I misclicked shut down instead button on that restart screen? It'll stop if you tell it to cancel when it asks if you want to force close certain program, but you have to be somewhat fast. People that don't know that a traffic light works like a 4-way stop when a traffic light goes out. It's like driving through a demolition derby. 100+ games in your Steam library, but nothing interesting to play. My friend calls this Netflix syndrome. You spend an hour browsing the queue just scrolling expecting maybe to eventually find a hidden gem only to settle back on reruns of The Office. I mean, Netflix has the issue that it only shows a handful of series and movies when they have a huge ass library. Their browsing system is biased as duck. It's annoying as hell. Not at all the problem with Steam. Edit. Since this post got a little bit of traction, there used to be a huge hidden genre list you could browse via URL codes. Not sure if it still works everywhere. It does not for me. Worth a shot for you maybe. Complaining about the quality of the food brought directly to your lap while you lay back, watching movies, drinking wine and flying majestically though the sky like a 21st century fat slobby unicorn. As a FA, this really hits home for me. I'm sorry, would you prefer nothing? People often forget that we are in a hurtling metal tube and no, I can't call catering up here. Also, is it just me or is it not that bad? I mean, Sometimes it can pretty bland, but I've never had a bad airline meal, and I've flown some pretty cheap airlines. I don't get what people are complaining about. Having so much food in your fridge and pantries that you become exhausted at the possibilities of cooking it, so you just eat out. I went to a hot dog stand Shake Shack around my house, and they had 40 flavors of milkshakes. I was so overwhelmed at the possibilities and couldn't decide, and ended up with a chocolate milkshake. There's a great TED talk about how having too many choices actually diminishes our happiness, that the numerous possibilities create a sort of regret over your choice no matter what. Edit. Due to popular demand. Here is a link to Barry Schwartz's TED talk on the paradox of choice https://www.ted.com talks Barry Schwartz on the paradox of choice. Language equals N. This is why I love small fast food restaurants which have a simple and short menu. Focus on 5 menu items and make them good and on time instead of having 45 options. When your earbuds get caught in something and gets yanked out of your ears. Bonus points if it makes you drop your phone. First world earbuds still have cords, pick one. You're just mad you can't afford the wires. Having at your disposal 150 cable TV channels, on demand, HBO, Netflix, Hulu, etc., as well as 500 DVDs on the shelf, but there's still nothing good on. I hear ya. I got a decent amount of cable channels, a whole cabinet full of DVDs and Blu-ray and Netflix and Hulu, but I'm not the type of person who can sit in front of a TV all damn day when I'm bored. Especially watching a random episode of some old TV show in the middle of the afternoon. I have to do something. This only feels good if it's after a long work day or a busy morning full of errands. Look at Mr. Productive over here. Watching a new TV show that's amazing, but knowing that it's extremely unlikely you will ever be able to find a TV show similar to said one that invokes feelings just as great. Or watching the first and maybe even a second season of a great new series on Netflix or whatever only to find that there won't be any more seasons. Everything sucks PLS come back. When only one of your earphones work, when your wallet is too fat with cash and you have to take it out of your back pocket to sit down when you run out of episodes of a TV show after binging 50 of the previous seasons in the last 3 days. When Reddit goes down when the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20 teen pregnancy bro. Just because her kid is 14 months doesn't mean she's not a mother. Proof of bad decisions and perky tits are a weakness of mine. Someone put a pepperoni pizza hot pocket in my box of meatball hot pockets, cooked a meatball hot pocket and got pepperoni pizza. I almost downvoted you because I'm so appalled. Yes, Miso removes the hot pockets from the boxes to save freezer space, but then it is roulette as to what flavor you get. Seriously, why is there no printed name or anything on the packets? Not having food in the fridge, only ingredients to make food, but you're too tired and hungry to cook it. When you're so not in the mood to cook that you eat the components of a meal, but separately, like I'm too lazy to make a sandwich but I'll eat a few slices of lunch meat, a slice of pickle, a slice of cheese and a slice of bread. The 3 attempts it takes to plug in a USB cable. Nothing compares to trying to plug in a VGA cable in the back of a monitor without looking. This or a DVI cable. Maddening. Planned obsolescence. That is a whole world problem because it puts a strain on our resources. I was just thinking the other day how ducking brilliant Apple have been in making a good chunk of their customer base buy a new iPhone every ducking year. And same for the Android market as well. I remember when people bought a Nokia or any other cell phone for that matter with the idea of using it for years. Granted, the tide might be changing with people holding on to smartphones for longer. Hot dogs being sold in packages of 10. Hot dog buns being sold in packages of 8. When your friends are suicidal from the depression caused by day-to-day modern life. The boomer legacy. Sky-high expectation. Zero ducking support. Being too tired to eat. Because all the eating you've already done made you tired. Can't have your cake and eat it too. Happy cake day there buddy. When you reach over to grab some water on the nightstand and accidentally spill it over your phone, tablet, wallet and have to wake TF up and dry everything off really fast and you still don't even get your water. Use a water bottle my man. Everything being connected to the internet and relying on it. I couldn't do my washing this morning because the internet was down where I live. I couldn't do my washing this morning because the internet was down where I live. What? I too require an explanation. Going overseas, falling in love with ketchup Pringles, coming back home, realizing that they don't sell ketchup Pringles in your country, ducking devastated. You know what else? Salt and malt vinegar is not a traditional way to dress fries in the United States. Ducking, figure it out. It depends on where you are. That is boardwalk style and can be found at any fry place at the northeast boardwalks. Five Guys Burgers Fries has Heinz malt vinegar at all locations as well. Batteries are causing impossible to open devices to die way quicker than they would with a removable battery. I made my Samsung S4 mini last for 5 years by just buying new batteries, until I had to replace it earlier this year. Was ducking livid to find the new model didn't allow me access to the battery. Dongheads building in obsolescence on purpose can go duck themselves. I would rather have a thicker phone so I can remove the battery. I also would just like a thicker phone in general so I can hold it better. It's one of the reasons I get a chunky case. I always feel like I'm going to drop someone's phone when it doesn't have a case on, but my chunky case gives me a good grip. Anti-vaxxers and flat earthers edit. Thank you/Hawkey Egg for the gold and everyone for the updates. This, and any anti-science crowd in general. A rise in chronic autoimmune diseases. There are a few theories, my fave being the hygiene hypothesis. We're much cleaner now. The immune system doesn't know how to handle it. Freaks out. I have lupus, so I've definitely got some skin in the game. I've got eczema, so I would have skin in the game. If only I could keep it from flaking off. Forgetting your laundry in the dryer and your clothes getting wrinkled. Or worse, forgetting it's in the washing machine for several hours until it's mildewy and has to be rewashed. When the Wi-Fi goes down. Chaos answer. Trying to set up multiple monitors. On the highway. Fast lane hogs. People who sit in the overtaking lane without overtaking, and thereby effectively making it impossible for anyone going faster to pass, especially if they deliberately match the speed of the vehicle in the lane next to them. Everything is conveniently packaged in plastic, but there is nothing good to do with said plastic afterwards. When your ducking iPhone charger doesn't work, or it malfunctions and set the Notre Dame on fire. When my Starbucks order is wrong and I have to again have the internal fight between the social anxiety of asking for it to be remade and the cheapskate in me that can't stand paying $5 for a beverage I won't really enjoy. In these situations you have to be assertive and not mention it to the barista, but take out your frustration on your co-workers and loved ones. The vast selection of flavored waters in the grocery aisle. I moved from a third world country to Canada about 6 years ago, and this, not flavored water specifically, but the vast selection of everything, was one of the worst culture shocks I've experienced. I almost had a panic attack buying mustard cause I just wanted mustard. What's all this other mustard-like stuff? There's so much more, everything from peanut butter to breakfast cereals, and it's very overwhelming. It's interesting to think that now, 6 years later, I go to the grocery store and am appalled when they don't have my specific brand and flavor of 17 adjective designed to appeal specifically to me grocery store product. People who are offended when you don't text back within minutes. Put a break on it, Karen. I'm at work and I'll get around to you when I have a minute. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Chewing too loud to hear your TV. When you've lied down nice and snug on your bed but forgot to turn off the lights. When your phone charger only works when it's angled in a very specific way, or only works on one side. Not having a job so you have to live off the money the government gives you. Having a job but it pays a tiny wage, barely enough for food and rent and bills, but still more than 90% of the world earns. When my internet starts glitching out, I have to get my lazy ass up, unplug the router, stand there like an idiot for 29 seconds, then plug it back in. Oh, woe is my life. Having access to the most advanced medical science and not being able to afford treatments due high-cost BC companies want excess profit. Obesity edit. I know this is a problem is 2/3 RD world countries as well : Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.